basically here's the lock menu, so you have the time, next calendar invite, and the notifications bar. So if I click on notifications, I can go directly to any of these notifications. So just for this, I'll show you, I can go into missed calls just by dragging it over, and it opens up missed calls. So that's where I can get text messages, emails, all of that with a single click. I will just show you the home screen instead. So this is the home screen. Basically grab the bar and you can move up and down. So I have IE favorites. A subset of my favorites can be tagged. So I just kind of swipe across and I can add and remove new favorites right from the home screen as well. So,
and do all the rows on the home screen support the swipe action?
Yeah, as long as there's something that you want to swipe across. So for example, in getting started, there's a swipe as you set up different things. In the case of phone, there's nothing to swipe across. You just have a notification. Same with voicemail and text messages. If you have multiple messages, it'll scroll across. If I go into email, so I can swipe between Hotmail and personal email and work email. Calendar, swipe across the day as I kind of showed you. I can jump into any of the appointments just by pressing on them. So there's kind of my calendar and there's my appointment.
Okay.
So if we go back to the home screen, I can go directly into any pictures. So I can swipe across pictures and kind of browse that way, as well as going into any music.
Okay.
So I don't have any substantial music on this, so it's just play all songs. So with the start button, I go straight to the start experience, and I can use kind of the gestures to scroll around. And let's say in the case of, let's pick a good one here. Internet Explorer, I can move to top. So that's kind of the reorder capability. And I also can move this to move down, so it moves out of the first set of applications right at the top. So
okay.
Some customization on the start menu as well.
And how do you know you're at the top or the bottom of the honeycomb?
You can tell because there's an empty space here, and at the bottom you can tell basically because depending on where you are, it shows up differently.
Okay.
Right? So let me walk you through contacts. This is pretty cool as well. So you'll notice like the performance of this is really good when it shows up the people with buddy images or picture icons, shows up really well. You'll notice the new menus. So this is something we didn't highlight in the demo. They're very much finger touchable. They have this full kind of gesture support. So across the phone, you basically have the same finger type experience that you'd get on like a capacitive touch screen, but you have a resistive screen here. It works pretty well across the board throughout the UI.
And it's resistive only, is that correct?
It is resistive only, that's correct, yeah. So this menu structure, the screen structure propagates beyond, so even into settings and things like that. In this case, let me go back into start. A couple other things here. So this is kind of neat. We've done a lot of work in addition to this gesture stuff in terms of like a physics engine, and that's something that you see across the platform really just works very well. It kind of makes it a lot more fun to use. If we go into start, what else? Let me show you IE as well. You probably wanted to get a little bit of that. So here's IE. So this is the full desktop view. I have the ability to switch between desktop and mobile. If there's a mobile optimized version or a desktop optimized version. Just give me a second. There's pretty poor connectivity down here.
Just to see the typing.
Yeah, okay. So new Chrome and so if I just type sorry. I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. And get
And is that the standard Windows Mobile 6.5 on-screen keyboard?
No, this is not. Okay. This is an HTC one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in Gadget, and it automatically does a search, net, org, or com, so I'm going to press on com. So you have kind of the same gesture support in here. looks like you guys have a mobile optimized version. It's actually pretty interesting. It's showing up the mobile version. Not sure why. Maybe you do some advanced processing on your end. Okay, so the other thing you can do, of course, is kind of some of the new UI in terms of IE. So Chrome here.
Now with the zoom bar,
yeah.
Is that something else?
Yeah. That's new. So let me go back to MSN so you can get a little bit more richness.
So it doesn't support dual multi-touch display.
No, and
zoom in and zoom out.
So instead you can just use a double tap to zoom in. So what I can do, just give me a second. So that zooms in, and I can use the same gesture kind of support there as well.
And then the zoom bar affects that as well?
So I can use the zoom bar to be a little bit more gradated as to where I want to go.
But along the base of the device, this new hardware on HTC?
This is HTC hardware. I don't know if it'll work on this device. I don't think it does, yeah.
Is it possible to see the media player even though there's no media installed?
Yeah. So I'm going to start. I don't actually believe that there have been any changes to the media player.